This is the ISHL Game of the Week. Live from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center in Sugar Land, it is a South Division matchup as the Pearland Friendswood Flyers square off against the Whalers of Memorial West. Good evening, everybody. I'm Michael Silvers. Tonight's game should be a good one between a couple of middle-of-the-road teams in the ISHL's South Division. And it's senior night for the Flyers as they will acknowledge 6 players ahead of puck drop. And the Flyers enter this matchup having won their last 2, including hammering Northwood's Excalibur on January 11th to the tune of 11-0. They're going for 3 straight tonight, which would mean a season high, while also evening up the series against their opponents tonight. And speaking of the 3-time Cup champs, the Whalers beat PFC 3-2 back in November, and just recently with their 6-3 win against Seven Lakes, ended a 4-game losing skid. On the other side of this break, we'll have the scratches for tonight's game, the goaltending matchup, and the starting lineups. You are listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Welcome back as warm-ups are taking place here in Sugar Land. Memorial West are currently in 4th place in the South Division with a record of 5-9-1. Pearland Friendswood a record of 8-7-0, and they are 5 points ahead of the Whalers for 3rd place in the South. The scratches for tonight's game for head coach Taylor Mullen of the Whalers. Sam Antonoff, he is suspended, and Juan Diego Suarez is a scratch. Antonoff was suspended for taking 4 penalties last time out against Seven Lakes. He had a hat trick in the game. He's eligible to return against Bear Creek on February the 6th. For first season head coach Christopher Gertie and the Pearland Friendswood Flyers, Harris Winning is the only scratch for the Flyers. Our goaltending matchup tonight, sophomore Liam Dumont is in goal for Memorial West. He is 5th in the league in saves with 341, has a record of 5-9-1, a goals against average of .536, and a save percentage of .810. Mason Bates, also a sophomore, in the net For the Flyers, he is third in goals against and third in save percentage, fourth in wins with 8, and he has 2 shutouts, which ranks him second amongst the league's goaltenders. He is 8-6-0 with a 2.37 goals against average and a .914 save percentage. The starting lineups for tonight presented to you by Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town, honest. For the visiting Whalers, we'll start Jaden Luo, Travis Hamilton, Oliver Dumont, Evan Shee, and Frederick Tremblay. Hamilton and Tremblay are on defense. Meanwhile, for Pearland Friendswood, it is their senior night, so Christopher Gertie will start 5 of his 6 seniors. Robert Kurgis, Noam Francis, Lyle Otting, Uzair Jinnah, and Austin Cromer. So Francis, Kurgis, Otting, Jinnah, and Cromer for the Flyers. Luo, Hamilton, Oliver Dumont, Shee, and Tremblay for the Whalers. Coming up next, we will tune in to the senior night festivities as the Flyers celebrate and acknowledge 6 seniors: Kurgis, Princess, Park, Otting, Jinnah, and Cromer. And then we will drop the puck to the South Division tilt here in Sugar Land on the ISHL Game of the Week here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit hotzehwc.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
DeRoche Partners, LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Rematch from November 7th as Memorial West had 2 third-period goals to win 3-2. Both were power play markers 17 seconds apart. PFC outshot Memorial West 28-26 in the game. 5 different goal scorers. Joseph Park picked up a game misconduct for a head contact penalty. Jackson Hayes had 3 minors as well for PFC. The officials for tonight's game, the referees are Jeff Conover and Sean Hopkins. George Lahaki and Dexter Benda are the 2 linesmen. It is senior night for the Flyers of Pearland Friendswood. Not sure if there will be an acknowledgement over the public address microphones here inside the barn. Right now a team picture is being taken. George Lahaki, one of the linesmen, is taking the team picture at the Flyer bench. We have a Memorial West player who does not have their jersey and is wearing number 25, which could be Igor Goroshko, unless there's another 25 that's wearing the actual Whaler jersey. Easy to stand out because the Whalers, as you know, are green, white, and blue. Their colors, they're wearing their white jerseys. Tonight is the debut for Pearland Friendswood of their black jerseys, black, orange, and white. There will be senior night festivities as the seniors have bouquets of flowers ready to skate over to the opposite end of the ice from the far side to this near side to present to their mothers. We were supposed to be on the air with you last Friday for the 8:30 game here at Sugarland between Klein and Straight Jesuit. Unfortunately, Klein came down with the flu, and that game was, at the minimum, postponed. Don't know if it'll actually be remade, or be made up. Talking with league president in his first year, Frank Prestigiovanni, last Friday, he said it was up to Straight Jesuit on whether or not they would actually want to play that game again and get that knocked out before they would actually meet for a second time a little bit later on in February. Still waiting to get all this sorted out and the senior night festivities underway. There we are. I'm going to turn up the crowd microphone and see if we can pick this up. Can't really pick it up. So I will narrate. The first flyer to skate across the ice is Robert Kirkus. He will present a bouquet of flowers to his mother. Give her a nice, robust hug. Get a picture. There are 6 seniors being acknowledged. So there are 6 seniors: Robert Kurgis, Noam Krensis, Joseph Park, Lyle Otting, Uzair Jinnah, Austin Cromer, who will skate across the ice and present flowers to their mothers before we get underway here inside the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. The Whalers 5-9-1 with 11 points, 4th in the South Division. Won the Justice Cup for a 3rd time just 2 seasons ago. Pearland Friendswood 5 points ahead of the Whalers in the South Division standings. 8 wins, 7 losses, no ties, 16 points for 3rd place. 6-4 in their last 10. The Whalers 3-6-1 in their last 10. Princess will skate over. Good crowd on hand, as you can hear. North Division standings as we enter tonight's play. The Woodlands 10-2-1, 21 points, 4 points ahead of second place Klein, who are 8-5-1. Tomball in 3rd, they're 6-5-3, followed by Cy Woods, 6 wins, 7 losses, 1 tie. College Station, last year's runners-up, 5-6-1 in 5th place in the North. And Fair Creek, 1 win, 12 losses, 1 tie, 3 points. They are in 6th in the North. Next up will be Joseph Park. Looks like he's got a lot of family here. Looking down at the spectators on the bleachers. Nope, they're going to skip Park, and it's going to be Lyle Otting who skates and glides over to this near side. Straight Jesuit, still unbeaten, 26 points to lead all ISHL teams. They're in first place in the South Division, 12 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Bridgepoint, 3 points back at 11-3-1, followed by these Flyers at 8-7-0. Memorial West 5-9-1, 11 points, good enough for 4th place, while Seven Lakes is in 5th, 4-11-1 on the season. Northwood's Excalibur 3-12-1. And they are the recipient of an 11-0 loss at the hands of these Flyers, in which Park, Stacy, and Crinsis each had 2 goals. 7 players scored for the Flyers, and their goaltender Mason Bates didn't see a lot of work. He was 9 of 9. They outshot Northwood's Excalibur 42-9. Here comes Uzair Jenna now. Memorial West ended a 2-game slide with a 6-3 win over Seven Lakes. Sam Antonoff, who's suspended for taking 4 penalties in that game, had a hat trick to lead the way. Oliver Dumont with 2 goals. Sherman had a goal. In fact, Memorial West trailed in the game 2-0. Came back to win 6-3. Liam Dumont stopped 23 of 26 shots. Now skating across the ice is Austin Cromer. Joseph Park will be the final Flyer to skate over to deliver flowers and get a picture with his mother and his parents overall. Be sure to check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for LSN Hockey Archives. On-demand listening to coverage of this season and from seasons gone by. That's LSN Hockey Archives on YouTube. And finally, it'll be Joseph Park, who actually leads the Flyers in goal scoring with 15 markers. Eric Sherman, sophomore for the Whalers, tied for 3rd in the league with 19 goals. Park had a 5-goal game against Fair Creek back on November the 9th. 23 career goals in 2 seasons of play in the ISHL. Park skates back to his bench as PFC try to even up the season series tonight with a victory over Memorial West, who beat them 3-2 back in November. Bates heads to the goal to my left, and Liam Dumont will skate to the goal to my right. Pearland Friendswood will skate from left to right, Memorial West from right to left here in the first period. Teams getting last-second instructions from head coaches Taylor Mullen and Christopher Gertie. Talking with Coach Gertie, he said his team has been in every game. Every game has been winnable. A very unselfish team. No retaliatory penalties. Nobody trying to go coast to coast. Taylor Mullen says his team clearly in a rebuilding scenario at 5-9-1. Sticks down. This game is underway. Memorial West wins the opening faceoff. It is backhanded out to center ice by Travis Hamilton as it's sent right back in by PFC, and Hamilton will skate it out from right to left. On left wing, here's Tremblay, number 97. Stick checked away by Crinsis, but Tremblay gets to the puck first and loses it to 2 Flyers in the offensive corner. Lead pass off the stick of Park, down left wing. She gets there for Memorial West. He swats at it in the corner, tries to push it along, and then a feed in front was deflected by Hamilton to the near boards. Here's Tremblay, a lefty for Memorial West, as the senior twirls with it and cannot avoid the forechecking of Robert Krensis. Puck back out to center, Cromer. Prentice ahead for Kurgis. Kurgis skates in on right wing, and his wrist shot was disrupted. Comes back to Seth Jennings. Jennings with 27 career goals. He loses it as Memorial West tried to get it out of the zone, but Evan Shee was washed out. Now pass over to the right side for a wrist shot save by Dumont. So he stopped Lyle Otting. Puck's in all the way down, and it's forced to be played by Mason Bates on target. Here's Davies with a rink wide. Aliska Good in the corner offensively from Memorial West, plays it behind the net. Just underway here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Michael Silvers with you. Third place, fourth place teams in the South Division as PFC commits the icing, and the puck comes down for an offensive zone face-off for the Whalers, a minute 50 in to period number 1. Face-off to the right of Bates, sophomore netminder. Won by Zamberg, but it is Stacy with wheels taking it for PFC on left wing. Enters the zone, protects the puck, tries to play it back, but it was good there for Memorial West. Shifts it up the boards, chipped out by Zamberg. Striding in on right wing comes Memorial West. Centering pass, nobody home. Kept alive in the zone by Myers. Here's Zamberg. Fed in front and good. Couldn't get a shot off on the good feed from below the goal line. Here comes Stacy on left wing for PFC. Cuts to his right, shoots wide. Aiden Planton plays it back for a shot from the point. Stopped by Liam Dumont. Maxon Mundy with the shot, and then it is taken out by Zamberg in a skate race. Hayes will get there first, reverse it back up the left wing boards. Almost 3 minutes gone by here in the first period. Scoreless so far as Luo takes a center ice hit by Hayes. Wrist shot by Mundy, a save by Dumont. A rebound shot, another save by Liam. Now Goroshko, he's the odd man on the ice. Forgot his jersey, so Goroshko is how I'm going to call him because it does have his number 25 listed on the roster, and that is what this player is wearing on the ice tonight. Collision just inside the Memorial West zone. Chip back out the center ice as Goroshko comes across the right wing, across the blue line, shoots, it's blocked. And now a 2-on-1 developing, and it's stymied by the active stick of Evan Shee. Spun all the way back down. Mayo has it for PFC. Skated out by Sean Caputo. And then his pocket was picked from behind. Jennings. Take it now, it's Tremblay. Tremblay on left wing. Turned over in the neutral zone. It's Caputo. Shoots from the half wing. Whoa, he scores! No, off the post. Oh. Liam Dumont should have had that to begin with, but then he can turn around and kiss the post. Looked like it went in from this vantage point, but it clanked off the iron. PFC clear the zone. Shee to Hamilton. Hamilton down into the left wing corner with his dump in, and Prentice almost turned it over behind the net to Aliska Good. She's got the forecheck established. Over 4.5 minutes gone by, first period. Not a lot of stoppages as Tremblay in on the forecheck. Centering pass goes through the crease. It'll be skated out and flipped out by Mundy. A little crisscross, but the puck hopped over the stick of Joseph Park. She tries to get it out using the boards. Backhanded in deep. Park behind the net. Hassle there by Travis Hamilton. Kept alive in the offensive zone. Now twisting with it, falling on his knees with a penalty upcoming. It'll be on Memorial West, so the extra attacker is going to come on. 6-on-5 until Memorial West can touch up. Puck is behind the net, below the goal line. Seth Jennings, the sophomore, whacking at it at the side of the net. And the whistle will give us our first power play of the evening. It'll be a trip called on Aliska Good at 5:18 of the first period. Power play for PFC. It's brought to you by Mr. Electric. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Cromer to the slot. Jennings had it taken away and cleared. Pearland Friendswood are 7th in the league in power play with a 16.7%. 6 goals and 36 power plays. They've allowed 3 shorthanded goals. The Whalers are 4th on the kill, 86.2%. They've scored 3 shorthanded goals. Now skating in, down low. Pass just too far in front of the Flyer, cutting to the net, Jackson Hayes. They try to get something established. Monday to the high slot. Cromer spins it in deep. 4-man cluster behind the net. And the puck reaches the stick of Tremblay, who will skate it out on the shorthand. Tremblay tries to get it to Eric Sherman. Sherman, the leading goal scorer, on the shorthand. Then he flips the centering pass that goes over the stick of Dumont. And here comes a 2-on-1 the other way. Jennings breaking to the net. Gets it, but a great save. Didn't get a shot off. It ricocheted off his stick, and a left pad save was made by the sophomore goaltender, Liam Dumont. 45 seconds remaining on the PFC power play as Stacy overskates the puck and has to recoil at the red line. Working it in deep is Princess. Washed out there, and then Sherman with the takeaway on the back pass. Sherman will skate up against 2 Flyers. Sherman with a wrist shot, saved by Bates, and he will gobble it up with 21 seconds to go on the man advantage. 8:03 in the scoreless first period. .21 seconds to go on the power play. PFC with 6 power play goals this season. Hamilton on the shorthand, shoots, and that's wide from the right point. Myers keeps it alive, spins it in deep, and now Stacy has it for PFC, flips it ahead, but it's too far in front of Curtis. And power play time is over. Memorial West back to full strength. They're skating from right to left. Good tries to spin it in, but only just barely across the blue line. And the Whalers with Hamilton skate in offside. 7:31 to play in this opening period. We got scoreless games so far. These two played to a 3-2 game back on November 7th with the Whalers getting the Duke. Faceoff comes outside of the Flyer zone. It's won by PFC. Hayes has it deep in his own end, watched by the forechecking Goroshko. Chipped out to center ice, and now Jenna with speed. Cuts in, left wing side, wrist shot blocked. Blocked by Myers. She whips it to the far corner. Reverses back to Hamilton behind the net. Tries to keep it going with Laura. PFC keep it in the zone, right wing side. Hayes flops it in deep. Centering pass and a one-timer save by Liam Dumont. Chip back out to center ice with 6:50 to go. Now Hamilton will skate behind his goaltender's net. Possession of the puck, watched by Jenna. Hamilton flips it ahead and pitches it all the way back to the PFC blue line. Greened off the boards by Cromer. Turned over at the blue line, back to Hamilton. Cromer gets it back. Chopping at him is Hamilton. He's able to steal the puck away. Float it back to the blue line of PFC where Jenna will take control. Cross ice feed to Chizoff. Chizoff on right wing. Skates in with speed with a wrist shot. That's off target. Kept alive. Good speed coming down the wing. Evan Gertie. Glove down by Tremblay out to center ice. And then she will touch up, and a hand pass is called. I beg your pardon, that was Laura who touched up. 6:05 to go, and the faceoff comes outside of the Whalers zone. Still scoreless here in Sugar Land in this first period. Jennings and Tremblay. Tremblay will poke it ahead but lose control. Whip back in by PFC, shuttled back out by Memorial West. Here's Princess. Cross ice feed to Otting. Backhanded away from him by Luo, who took a big check earlier in the first period. Good to see him still out on the ice. Puck bounces off the inboards to the side of Mason Bates, and he gets a whistle. 5:42 to go in period number 1. Face off to the left of the sophomore goaltender. Tremblay will skate in to take it against Jennings. They basically cancel each other out. Jennings goes down. Luo has the puck. Try to play it towards goal. It was deflected onto the stick of Otting. Lyle Otting is 12. Julian Otting is 15. They're both on the ice. Nope. I take that back. It's only Julian. Now here's Princess. He shoots, and a shoulder save by Liam Dumont from the right wing side. Cleared out by Memorial West. This will roll all the way down for icing. 5:11 to play, first period. Memorial West have a face-off in their own zone. Elsewhere tonight, Klein is at Fair Creek up at the Willowbrook Aerodrome. Tomball is in College Station to take on the Thunder. And coming up after this one here in Sugar Land, Cy Woods makes the trip down to square off against Straight Judgment. Here's a breakaway, right to left. Tremblay with the deep backhand, scores! 1-0 Whalers. Frederick Tremblay's 4th goal of the season as the senior gives the Whalers a 1-0 lead at 9:58 of the first. Even strength goal at 9:58 of period number 1 as Frederick Tremblay gives Memorial West a 1-0 lead. They'll do the face-off after the goal again. And Tremblay pokes it in to the PFC zone before it is quickly cleared, and she will chase after it for the Whalers. Hassled by Joseph Park on the forecheck. Out to center ice, it rolls back down, and icing called again on Memorial West. 10:21 gone by here in the first period. 1-0 on a goal at 9:58 by Frederick Tremblay. If you're just joining us. Senior night for PFC, 6 seniors recognized before the game got going. A little bit late, about 20 minutes. Game was supposed to start at 6:45. This opening puck drop wasn't until about 5 after 7. To the back, right point Hayes, filters it in down low. Pass Bundy. Puck to the side of the net. Poking at it. Battle won by Joseph Park. And a one-on-one scrum with Joanna Myers. Now Park weaving through his, gets a shot. Oh, and a left pad save. Dumont with another save. And then a blast from the blue line, and Hayes is stopped by Dumont, and they crash the net. Dumont is not able to keep it out. A goal has been awarded to PFC, which ties the game. Let's see who leads the handshakes. Jackson Hayes leads the handshake line. He ties it up at 11:04 of the first period. Seventh goal in his 16th game for the junior Jackson Hayes. And now Taylor Mullen wants an explanation. Goal's going to count, no doubt about that. Taylor Mullen got his explanation. It is a 1-1 game on goals at 9:58 by Tremblay and 11:04 by Hayes. And Hayes at right defense uses the boards at center ice. Ends up being turned over to Tremblay. He's the goal scorer. Tries the stick handle. A good poke check by Hayes. A couple of players go down at center ice. Played to Myers at right defense. Looking to get it to Oliver Dumont. But it's deflected by Caputo. And a long shot from distance by Kenneth Stacy was wide of the mark. Tremblay in the corner. Memorial West able to skate out with it. Here comes Sherman, their leading goal scorer, whips a shot from inside the blue line, just wide to the right of Mason Bates. 3:15 to go. Myers holds the zone. PFC tried to clear the puck. Myers whistles it in deep into the right wing corner. Reversed by PFC, then reversed again behind the net, but turned over to Tremblay. Pushes down his man, Jackson Hayes, and then Jenna back there for support, looking to get it out of the zone along the left wing boards. Tries to flip it, kept alive by Tremblay. Tremblay looking to get it to Oliver Dumont, who shoots, and a stick save out of play by Mason Bates. 2:48 to go in the first period in a 1-1 game. Face off to the left of the sophomore. An excellent stick save that deflected out to the screen. Jennings and Zamberg. Tremblay skates out. Now he will skate in for the face-off against Jennings. Jennings had 4 goals in the one playoff game PFC played last year in a loss to Ridge Point. A shot, score! From distance, it's Hamilton. He restores the lead for Memorial West. Time of the goal, 12:20. Hamilton's 3rd goal of the season. And PFC finds themselves down a goal again here in this first period. Just over 2.5 to go. Good. Couldn't shoot it in. Stopped right in front of the PFC bench. Spun in by Zamberg. PFC controls up the right wing now, Jennings. Jennings in his 2nd season in the ISHL, 27 career goals. Oh, and she with a nice check into the boards over on that far side as he checked Aiden Planton, the freshman for PFC. Puck rolls all the way down into the Memorial West, checked at the PFC zone, and a penalty's upcoming for interference. Interference on PFC, and it is Krensis who goes. .12:56, the time of the penalty. Memorial West, their power play is ranked 3rd, 10 of 41, 24.4%. Pearland Friendswood, 3rd best penalty kill, with an 86.5 kill rate. Oh, and a shot right in front by Goroshko, blockered away. Mason Bates with another save, rebound, and they score! Sherman at the side of the net, and it's a power play goal. 3-1 Memorial West as they cash in on the penalty. Sherman's 20th goal of the season. 13-16 the time of the goal. That power play was sponsored by Mr. Electric. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. I was just in the process of saying that PFC had 5 shorthanded goals, while Memorial West had allowed 3 shorties this season. When Sherman scored at the side of the net, it was an easy dunk. That was a wide open net. And Sherman cashes in to give Memorial West a 3-1 lead, 1.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Last time we were on the air was 3 weeks ago. Memorial West were defeated 7-1 by Strake Jesuit. Strake, the only team that has not suffered a defeat this season. Good, backhands it down deep into the Flyers zone. They have some work to do, trailing by 2. Still plenty of time remaining in this one. Just over 2 periods away from the conclusion. The PFC with a lot of time here on their senior night. Davies chops it back into the PFC zone, quickly cleared. Here comes Lyle Otting. Otting across the blue line, cuts to his right, tries a centering feed. It was blocked by Shee. 50 seconds to go, first period. Julian Otting able to keep the zone momentarily before it is skated out right to left by the Whalers. Here's Hamilton, he shoots. And number 9 is Kyle Hamilton, senior from Memorial West. We have a penalty coming up. And a retaliatory check by Lyle Otting on Tremblay. And now Tippers flare just inside the PFC zone. 31.1 seconds remaining. And we'll see how the officiating crew adjudicates all of this. Lyle Otting and Kyle Hamilton will head to the box. Only one player for each team in the penalty box. We'll see if it's coincidental roughing minors.
Hey, White, where's your boyfriend?
Officiating crew right in front of the scorer's table. If no penalty time is put up on the scoreboard, then each of them got misconducts. I would think it would be roughing on both, but we won't know that for sure unless penalty time is put up on the scoreboard. Looks like there's only 4 skaters out at the moment, with a 5th hugging the bench, and that is Goroshko. We've got a 2-minute minor on Kyle Hamilton. And maybe a misconduct on Lyle Otting, which will not register as a penalty and a loss of manpower. So right now it looks like PFC will be on a Mr. Electric power play. Boy, could they use one. Try to chip into this lead. They trail by 2. They've given up the last 2 goals after tying the game back at the 11:04 mark of the first period.
Benji!
Tremblay, Hamilton, and Sherman, the goal scorers for Memorial West, and a quick shot off the draw. PFC stopped by Liam Dumont. Hayes, the goal scorer for PFC in the first period, 27.8 seconds remaining. Face off to the right of Dumont. Carry back behind the cage by Tremblay. Can't clear the zone. and it falls to a teammate, and Sherman sends it all the way down. Final 10 seconds of a very eventful first period. PFC with a lead pass that misses everybody. Turns out to be an icing, and Memorial West, down a man, will have an opportunity with an offensive zone draw in the last 7.4 of the first period. Perhaps punctuate the first period with a shorty. They have scored 3 shorthanded goals this season. PFC have allowed 3 shorthanded goals. Tremblay and Jennings. 6 seconds to go. Oliver Dumont tried a centering feed. That was blocked right in front of him. Sherman shoots. That's blocked by Mundy. And that does it for the first period of play. After 1, it is Memorial West on top of PFC 3-1. You're listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Not only do your allergies contribute to missed days at work and increased healthcare costs, allergies also contribute to overall poor health and can decrease your quality of life. Allergies cause your cells to release histamine, which causes inflammation. This inflammatory response can affect your sinuses, lungs, skin, nerves, joints, muscles, and other organs. Allergies can begin at any age, even midlife, and if left untreated can lead to sinus infections, skin disorders, asthma, migraines, and insomnia. Medications can only mask symptoms. Experience shows that it's better to prevent the underlying allergic reaction. Imagine how nice it will be to enjoy the outdoors without suffering from allergies.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center identifies the root cause of symptoms, helping to restore your health. We resolve allergies naturally and conveniently with our new state-of-the-art low-dose immunotherapy treatment. Call a wellness consultant today at 281-990-4793. That's 281-990-4793. Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Coming up next Friday, we shift our coverage up to the Aerodrome in a rematch of last season's Justice Cup final as the Woodlands Highlanders host the College Station Thunder. Our coverage will begin at 7 right here on the Legacy Sports Network. 3-1 after 1, Memorial West leading PFC, and 1:29 of carryover power play time for the Flyers to begin period number 2. As Kyle Hamilton is in the box for roughing. PFC's penalty box is occupied by Lyle Otting, but that is for misconduct in a retaliatory penalty that he took in a scrum late in that first period. Tremblay, Hamilton, and Sherman, and that was Travis Hamilton. The goal scorers for the Whalers in the first period. Jackson Hayes got the tally for PFC in period number 1. The Whalers will skate from left to right. The Flyers from right to left. Sticks down. PFC on the power play. Jennings takes it in, left wing. Good piece of defending by Shee, but Jennings puts on the brace, carries behind the net, out the park with a wrist shot. Right pad saved by Dumont. Rebound comes to Jennings. He skates again behind the net. And then for a one-timer, he scores! Joseph Park on the power play. 3-2 as PFC cuts the deficit to 1. "21 seconds of the second period, the time of the goal as Joseph Park scores his 16th of the season. He leads the Flyers in goal scoring this year. And he cuts the deficit to 1 at the 21-second mark of the second period. Teams will now skate 5 aside. Tremblay wins the faceoff. Travis Hamilton right in front of the PFC bench loses control. Jennings off his stick He sends it across for Park. He scores again. We're tied at 3. 12 seconds apart. The 2 goals scored by Joseph Park. The senior now has 17, and we're tied at 3 early here in the second period. What a pass by Seth Jennings across the Royal Road. Looked like he had lost his balance, restored his balance, and was able to fire a pass across, and it was buried on the one-timer by Joseph Park. Hayes has it defensively in his own end. Comes back out the center. Here comes Jennings and Park again with another 2-on-1. It's Jennings this time, and then Park scores! A hat trick inside the first minute of the second period. PFC has their first lead. I don't know if I've ever seen a start to a period since we started broadcasting the ISHL back in 2009. At 21 seconds, Park scored his first goal on the power play. 12 seconds later, he scores his second, and then 16 seconds later, he scores the hat trick, and Taylor Mullen wants a timeout. My goodness. 3 goals by Joseph Park inside the first minute of the second period, and what was a 3-1 deficit is now a 4-3 lead. Odd man rushes in the last 2 goals after Park scored the power play goal to get this run going at 21 seconds. 2 2-on-1s. Jennings actually fired the shot on this last one. Park cleaned up the rebound for his hat trick. And that forced Memorial West bench boss Taylor Mullen to call his timeout. Well, Park had a 5-goal game earlier this season, back on November 9th against Fair Creek. He now has 26 career goals in the 2 seasons he has played in the Interscholastic Hockey League. We'll see if the timeout can do anything. There is a player in the penalty box for Memorial West. No penalty time has been put up on the scoreboard as the team skate with 5 skaters. Memorial West trying to tie the game up now. From left to right, feed too far in front of Goroshko from Tremblay. Puck ricochets below the goal line to the side of the net. Chipped ahead but not out, and then it comes out. On left wing, off the boards and in deep. Off the stick of Stacy. Sherman keeps it moving. Back out to the neutral zone. Played back into the Whaler zone. Myers across for Tremblay. Tremblay got the scoring started back at 9:58 of the first. And then just a blitz of goals all scored by Joseph Park. The Flyers were down 3-1 to start this second period, and he scored 3 goals inside the first minute. 1 on the power play, 2 at even strength, and PFC has the lead. Tremblay finds Oliver Dumont. He fires a wrist shot. The save is made by Mason Bates. 1:55 into period number 2. 4-3, Memorial West down to PFC. Just joining us here from Sugar Land. Boy, you missed a lot, especially in the first minute of this second period. PFC were down 3-1. And here's a shot by Zamberg and a save by Mason Bates. PFC has control of the puck. But they were down 3-1 PFC before Joseph Park scored 3 goals inside the first minute of this period to give the Flyers their first lead of the game. Puck filtered in by Krinsis. Myers reverses it back up the boards. Spun to the right wing corner. Centering feed, deflected, and out of the zone off the stick of Sherman. And then a turnover. Here comes Good. She shoots, blockered away by Bates. Now Luo with a wrist shot and another blocker save. Puck ricochets over the goal, back behind it. And in the corner, it's played up off the glass, and PFC able to get it out to safety. Myers to the red line. Jenna turned it over to Zamberg. Zamberg with a nice nifty move to get by Chizoff. On right wing, shoots one towards goal softly, and it's paddled away by Bates. Over the stick of Myers at the blue line, and back comes PFC. Things have kind of settled down a little bit after that opening first minute. Joseph Park scored his hat trick. A natural hat trick in the second period inside the first minute of the second frame. Tremblay has control, twirls with it in his own end, now begins to rush up the ice, loses control, gets it back at his blue line, finds Myers, his partner on defense, gloved down by Lyle Otting, who's out of the box after serving his misconduct. He fires a shot right to the chest of Liam Dumont. 3:34 gone by in the second period, 4-3 Flyers. League's top scorer entering this Friday night, Sammy Blake of Ridge Point with 47 points. The top goalie in both goals against average and save percentage is Nikolai Saratatsev of Straight Jesuit. Evan Shee controls after the face-off win, and the captain of Memorial West will skate it out. Whip it to the middle. Tremblay shouldered by Kurgis, stays on his feet, loses possession, gets it back on the turnover, stood up again by Kurgis. Puck in deep, behind the goal line. Reversed to this near corner. Spun around the boards by Lara, turned over to Lyle Otting. Clears it across the ice to the neutral zone. Over 4 minutes gone by in the second period. Shee through the legs of Davies. Spun in the middle of the ice. Kurgis shoots, blocked. Blocked by Evan Shee. Kurgis establishing a forecheck. Got it from Oliver Dumont. Centering pass was chipped out of the reach of Lyle Otting. And then a fire from the point. And a stop as Jackson Hayes looking for his second goal. Here comes Travis Hamilton skating from left to right across the blue line with 2 Flyers back. Hayes hassling him, checks him into the boards. Puck off the side of the net. Worked up the boards but not out as Davies spins it into the corner. Hamilton, backhand centering pass. Settled down by Tremblay, back to Shee, right point. Fires a shot, that is punched down in front of the goal by Austin Cromer. And then the puck rolls all the way down to Liam Dumont. Teams make changes. Shee's lead pass was blocked and turned over to Seth Jennings. Jennings with a nice pass over through the legs of Park in the right wing circle. Then he throws a centering feed that Mundy couldn't get a hold of. Puck comes out all the way to the center ice as it's cleared by the Whalers. Park chases it down, clears it out to center ice. Inside 9.5 to play. In a 4-3 PFC lead. Watch out. Puck is shot into the Whaler bench by Whaler defenseman Evan Shee. 9:22 to go. A 4-3 lead for PFC after a hat trick in the first minute of this second period by Joseph Park. 18 goals for the senior this season, 26 for his career in the ISHL. Myers deep in her own end. Works behind the net for Sherman. Turned over. Ooh, and Park almost was able to locate Jennings. He gets it back off the turnover by Myers. Behind the goal is Jennings. He'll be skated out now by PFC. Eric Sherman, a goal scorer. Got caught up and slowed down by his own man, Roscoe. Jennings takes it on left wing. Pearls with it, left wing circle. Puts it between the legs of Myers. keeps stick handling, and then he's taken down by Jaden Luo. Sherman skates it out. Gliding in from left to right. Stick handle, shoots, saved by Bates. Good individual effort from coast to coast by Sherman. Mason Bates was equal to the task. Now Sherman kindly hands it across to Myers. It's turned over, but offside is called. Mayo was still in the offensive zone after Mundy got the takeaway on the turnover committed by Good, make it Myers. 8:16 to play in the second period, 4-3 Flyers. Tremblay will take the face-off. Loses it to Jenna at center ice, but now a takeaway, and Davies will skate in, and he will shoot and score through the wickets. He was being hassled all the way down by Evan Gertie, but number 73 of Memorial West able to shake off number 73 of PFC and tie this game up at 4. Fourth goal of the season for Davies. Time of the goal, 6:53 of this second period. We've got a 4-4 game here in Sugar Land. Travis Hamilton backhands it to the PFC line. Played to the neutral zone. Jenna feeds it back into the Memorial West zone as he is checked by Tremblay. Jenna quickly hops back up. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone, collected by Evan Sheed. Then he able to maintain possession against two Flyers, flip it back in to the Flyers zone as Gertie quickly clears it. Puck back in on a delayed offside. Now Stacy will recoil for PFC. They're skating from right to left here in this second period. Had a 4-3 lead, their only lead of the game, but it's been wiped away by a goal at 6:53 by Davies of Memorial West. Jenna in the offensive corner, reversed by Memorial West. Evan Sheed holding on to it. Cuts to his left, turns it over. Played in deep by Crentis. Here's Crentis with a centering feed, and it rolls in the crease. And it is located by Dumont. 6:50 to play, period number 2. New players on the ice for a face-off in the offensive zone for PFC. It'll be Tremblay versus Kurgis. Goroshko late coming on for the Whalers. Kurgis, oh, they'll do it again. Face off to the right of Liam Dumont. Now Tremblay is kicked out. Sherman will skate in to take the draw. One, back to Cromer, left point, slides it across. Hayes, shoots, save. Another save by Liam Dumont, keeps this game tied. 4-4 game with 6:42 to go. Rematch from November 7th. A one-goal game, Memorial West victorious 3-2 on that night. Face off to the left now of the sophomore goaltender. Good loses it. Wrist shot wide from Kurgis. Out to center ice. Cromer has to wait for his team to tag back up. Ladles it ahead for Kurgis, but behind Kurgis, cleared out by Good. Left at the red line. Skating back in will be Kurgis. Poked away from him by Sherman. Good piece of defending by number 82 of Memorial West. Now Planton has it on left wing. Skates in along with Kurgis. 3-on-1. His centering feed goes all the way through. Chizoff in the corner. Tries to skate it behind the net and then leave it for Kurgis. Kurgis, right wing circle. Fires a shot wide. 9 minutes gone by in period number 2. 4-4 here inside the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Myers deep in her own end. keeps it moving but not out. Hayes skates in to the slot, then loses it. Goroshko clears. Kurgis along the left wing for Cromer. Kept out of the zone by Sherman. Got back in, he cleared it back out, came back in. Here's Planton skating along the goal line. A backhand centering feed is picked off by Tremblay. Tremblay, forechecking on him is Kurgis. He's able to skate it out of danger, lead it ahead on right wing for Sherman. Sherman across the blue line, drops it back, Tremblay. Tremblay forced wide by Cromer, got it back, a kick by Sherman, a left-handed shot, and it sails wide. Lyle Auding avoids a check, works it back out to center ice. Brought in by Chizoff after losing the handle, got it back, shoots and scores! 5-4 Flyers at the 10-minute mark of period number 2. Fourth goal of the season for sophomore Mark Chizoff. PFC has their 1-goal lead back. Comes with exactly 5 minutes to go in the second period. Tremblay in on the forecheck, trying to establish the offensive zone. Puck moving along the far boards, cleared out the center by the Flyers. Travis Hamilton gets it to Tremblay, who ladles it back. Hamilton, middle of the ice, skating from left to right across the red line. Gains the zone, forced wide to his right. Shoots from a tough angle, fought off by Bates. Kept alive, left point, Tremblay works it in deep. Travis Hamilton avoids a check. Centers, that goes all the way through. Davies had the best opportunity at it. She skates in on the pinch to keep the puck alive and moving. Tremblay down the board, she in deep. She leaves it behind the net. Up top, Hamilton, glove save. Mason Bates. 4:04 to go in period number 2. 5-4 Flyers. Right now the difference maker. Scored by Chizoff at the 10-minute mark of this second period. There'll be an offensive zone face-off for Memorial West to the right of Mason Bates. Tremblay wins it. Up top, she keeps it moving. Tracked down by Davies, whipped in deep. Tremblay stops it behind the net, keeps it into the left wing corner, I beg your pardon. Now Davies gets it right wing corner. Looking for a centering pass, that's deflected in deep by Cirilli. Getting a shift here for head coach Christopher Gertie. Back comes KFC. Here's Park with a hat trick inside the first minute of this game, or make the second period. Left it for Mundy, who shot it wide. Joseph Park got this period off, started it off with a bang with a natural hat trick inside the first minute. She on left wing, skates middle of the ice. Cutting to his right, now he'll gain the zone. One Flyer went down and a wrist shot over the catching glove and wide. And the Flyers will skate from right to left. Tremblay picks the pocket of Mundy. Mundy forces Tremblay back, able to connect with She. Backhanded out to center. Good, loses it. Whip back in on the dump in by Cirilli. She keeps the puck moving. Then turned over, ricochets, Park, shoots, scores! His fourth of the period. And the largest lead of the night for PFC. It's a 2-goal game at 12:17 of the second period. On senior night, senior Joseph Park has scored 4 second period goals for the PFC Flyers. Face off at center. Sam Burke beats Kurgis. Here's Krensis taking it back behind his own net. Up the boards along the left wing. Kept alive by Good. Comes to Hamilton. Hamilton shoots in a save. Rebound and another save as Kyle Hamilton is denied. PFC skated out. Kurgis, left wing circle, shoots over the crossbar. Ricochets to the point, a swing and a miss. Could lead to a break. A good active stick at the red line by Gertie. Turned over at the blue line by Stacy. Puck rolls all the way back down into the Flyer zone. It's Krensis inside the last 2 minutes of the second period. Turned over at the blue line. Kyle Hamilton couldn't get to the puck. PFC controls at center. Kurgis trying to get it by Sherman. Kurgis shoots wide, disrupted by Myers. Goroshko flips it all the way down. It will roll past Mason Bates for an icing. 13:26 gone by in the second period. 6 combined goals scored in this middle frame. 4 of the 6 have been scored by PFC's Joseph Park. Face off to the left of Liam Dumont. Tremblay wins it. Played with the boards but not out. Filtered in deep by PFC. Hayes got it back at the point. His shot was blocked and it can lead to a 2-on-1. Tremblay and Sherman. And then Cromer, with a good defensive play, breaks up that 2-on-1. It leads to a 2-on-1 the other way. Jennings shoots, scores! From the right wing circle, Seth Jennings, 7-4 Flyers. I am running out of space on my score sheet. Only 2 more goals can be scored before I have to start thinking creatively. What a second period by the PFC Flyers. They have scored 6 goals. Jennings in on the fun here late in the period as we wind down to a minute to go. Aiden Planton, watched by Travis Hamilton. Behind the net, pass comes all the way back. Cromer with a slap shot wide. Good. Tangling with a Flyer. Peeling away. Outside of the net was Jennings. Jennings twirls with it. Rink wide pass across for a wrist shot that is softly paddled away. Chizoff gets it back with another shot. And Dumont didn't know where it was. It was caught in his right pad. He gets the stop with 33.2 seconds to go in the second period. 7-4 Flyers. Puck stays in the Memorial West zone for this faceoff to the left of Liam Dumont. Hamilton flips it out to center ice. Ahead for Sherman. Racing back is Hayes. Sherman disrupts him enough. A feed into the right wing circle for Tremblay. Got it back, shot, score! Sherman cuts the deficit to 2. That is his second goal of the night. And it is a late one here in the second period. Cuts the deficit from 3 to 2. Good pass across by Tremblay. Of the 12 goals, 10 of them have been at even strength. This is like an all-star game. And the puck is played with a high stick. Dexter Benda wiped out right in front of the scorer's table. And they'll drop the puck again at center. with 17.2 to go. Well, now they're going to bring the faceoff into the Whaler zone. Can one of these teams score in the last 17 seconds? We will see. Faceoff win for the Whalers. Travis Hamilton clears the zone. Right onto the stick of Sherman. Now Tremblay shoots wide. Oh, there was a good chance to cut the deficit to 1. To the blue line. Skated in by Sherman, but time runs out in the second period. 7-5 after 2. The Flyers have the lead. Back with the third after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Be sure to check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for LSN Hockey Archives. On-demand listening to coverage of this season and from seasons gone by. That's LSN Hockey Archives on YouTube. Michael Silvers with you. Third period about to get underway. Memorial West led after the first period 3-1. PFC have a 7-5 lead after 2. They scored 6 goals in the second period. 4 of them scored by senior Joseph Park, including a hat trick inside the first minute of the period. They outscored Memorial West 6-2, and an early shot by the Flyers is stopped by Liam Dumont, who has allowed 7 tonight. Face off to the left of Dumont, won by Tremblay, skated behind the net by Kyle Hamilton. Check it, Travis Hamilton to the blue line. Sorelli will play it. Gets it to Seth Jennings. He was one of the goal scorers for PFC back in the second period. At right defense, it's played by Mayo. Lost to Hamilton, back into the blue line. Chipped ahead by Mayo. Oliver Dumont settles things down. Gets it to Good, who flips it and turns it over to Mundy. Mundy to the left wing. Twisting with it is Joseph Park. Stick handling along the left wing. Curls away with it. Plays it in down low behind the goal to the side of the net. And we have a whistle. And did the net come loose? It sure did. 52 seconds into this final period. 12 goals through 2 periods. Then watch this one be scoreless here in the third. PFC trying to increase their point advantage and their lead over Memorial West. As that shot goes out of play. To 7 points with a victory tonight. Face-off remains in the Memorial West zone, won by PFC. There's a shot by Mundy, and that was wide. turned over to Tremblay. Stops behind his net. He's smoked out. He will skate from right to left. Good individual effort. Park watching him as Tremblay gains the zone on right wing. Looking for a centering feed. It's intercepted by Gertie, but he couldn't clear it. Kept alive at the left point by Hamilton. Now Sherman. Sherman lost it in the circle. Played along these near boards by Oliver Dumont. He's checked down by Gertie. And Dumont remains down. Here comes Princess, and then a whistle behind the play as the Whaler is still down. Oliver Dumont. Evan Gertie comes gliding in on one knee, and just to check on his opponent. Now his Memorial West teammates, Shee, Myers, and Sherman, all gathered near their fallen comrade. Dumont will be helped up as Taylor Mullen has walked on the ice. Mullen is the only coach tonight on the bench for Memorial West. Mark Sherman, Spencer Mullen, and Thomas Mullen are listed as assistants, but it looks like it's only Taylor today. Dumont being assisted off, helped off by Evan Shee. We'll see if that puts an end to Oliver's night here in Sugar Land. Hope everything's okay. The whistle behind the play did stop an encouraging rush by PFC, but the health of a player that's fallen on the ice is of more importance than a rush up the ice by one of the teams. So the face-off is dropped just outside of the Whaler zone, chipped ahead by Memorial West. Cromer stops it right there in its tracks, and it is fired in by Stacy. Stop behind the net. She battling for the puck. Four-person scrum, and then Tremblay skates it out, leads it ahead, too far in front of Sherman. Cromer keeps it moving along the near boards. Davies plays it in deep. Tremblay trying to stick handle, but Julian Otting swiped it away. Got to Davies, who works it in deep. Hayes will skate it out for PFC, charging from left to right. Jackson Hayes, a goal scorer for PFC. Tried to stick handle, and it's forced into the corner by Shee. Now Tremblay has possession. Try to play it off the back of the cage. It comes free, and Julian Otting couldn't get a clean shot off in the slot. Played ahead. Shee to Sherman off the heel of his stick. Then feathered back out by PFC. Turned over at center ice. Stacy tries to bring it in, left at the blue line to Julian Otting. He will skate it in across the Whaler blue line. Taken away by Good. And then she kicks it ahead as she lost her stick. Sherman will skate it in on left wing, looking for reinforcements. And it's taken away by Stacy. Here's Myers. To right defense, Shee barrels in. Long distance shot is blocked by Cromer. She brings it back in, and the play is whistled offside. 3:15 into the third period. 7-5 PFC. Memorial West without Sam Antonoff. Number 2 in goals scored behind Eric Sherman, suspended because he took 4 penalties in their last game against Seven Lakes. Antonoff also had a hat trick in that game, but he's been unable to have any impact on this one due to his suspension. He's eligible to return on February 6th in a game against Fair Creek. A backhander by Oliver Dumont. Good to see him back out on the ice. Was in and out of the glove of Bates as the play keeps on moving here in the third period. While Otting between the legs of Oliver Dumont ends up losing it in the end as Dumont works it back into the PFC zone. And then a turnover, and Dumont will skate in on a breakaway, shoots, and Bates got a piece of it. Keeps that a 2-goal game. Cirilli Rink wide feed, center ice, Caputo. Cross corner dump in. She got there before Cirilli, keeps it moving along the far boards. Goroshko tries to clear the zone, couldn't do it. Jinna, good stick handling. Jinna loses it in the end. And the Whalers couldn't clear. Cirilli barrels it in deep. Travis Hamilton keeps the puck moving along the near boards as he rims it around behind the goal. Then a shot from a tough angle. First off, a swing and a miss by Jinna. And now Travis Hamilton will skate from right to left. Gets it out of his own zone. Now stick handles past Cirilli. Takes it in on right wing to the circle. Shoots wide. Cleared out by PFC with a 7-5 lead. Almost 5 minutes gone by. Period number 3. Michael Silver's flying solo tonight. My partner Dave Feliciano will be back when we transition to the Aerodrome next week for the Justice Cup final rematch. PFC iced the puck with 10:06 to go. Faceoff comes back down into the Flyer zone. It's been 7-5 for a while. The last goal scored was at 14:39 of the second period. Dumont takes it in deep after the faceoff win by Tremblay. PFC work it back out to center ice. Nope. Myers kept it alive along the blue line left point. Sherman centers. Tremblay shoots. Right pad save. Mason Bates keeping it at a 2-goal lead for his Flyers. Chizoff, a goal scorer back in the second in a skate race. She cuts him off as the puck is whipped around behind the net and out to the neutral zone. Jennings, hard off his stick, turned over. Sherman skates in from right to left, shoots, disrupted by Krensis. Sherman, big check by Krensis. Sherman absorbed it well, stayed on his feet, but it is a penalty. Krensis will argue his case, but he's going to go for roughing at 5:40 of this third period. He leads the Flyers in penalty minutes with 28 coming in. Mr. Electric power play for the Memorial West Whalers. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. The Whalers 1 for 1 on the power play with the goal scored by Sherman at 13:16 of the first period. Tremblay took it away from Jennings as he was trying to skate it out. A long shot, and it's redirected on goal. Bates makes the save as he stops Oliver Dumont. Kurgis and Jennings each have 2 shorthanded goals for the Flyers this season. The Whalers couldn't clear it or couldn't keep it alive. They're missing their most productive power play goal scorer in Sam Antonoff due to his suspension. He has 3. Sherman has 2. And Tremblay lifts it in to the Flyers zone. Sherman goes in on the forecheck. PFC whip it around. She keeps it alive. Now Tremblay. Tremblay got it between the legs of Chizoff. Skates it along the goal line. Then Hayes takes it away. Dumont stood up into the boards along the near side. PFC trying to kill this minor penalty, and they clear it out to center ice. She forced back by Jennings. And Jennings takes it away from Tremblay on the shorthand. He stick handles, and then she is able to get it back defensively. Here comes a 2-on-2 with Sherman and Davies. Sherman shoots off target. 45 seconds remaining on the penalty. Chizoff skating from left to right here in this third period with PFC. 7 minutes gone by. It's a 2-goal game with the Flyers in the lead. 35 seconds of power play time remaining for the Whalers. They skate in. She takes it to the high slot. Now wide to the right. Fires. Redirected wide. And then a shot at the side of the net. Zemberg loses control. And then The puck trickles into the crease, and Bates is able to get the whistle with 20 seconds to go on the Whaler power play. 7:39 left here in Sugar Land. 7-5 Flyers with 20 seconds of penalty time remaining on the roughing minor called Onolgomkrensis. Park and Tremblay. Tremblay wins it. Goroshko up top. Sherman with a lot of room. Fires! And a pad save by Mason Bates. 10 seconds to go. Tremblay in the corner. Far boards. Watched by Cirilli. Tremblay tried to stick handle past number 44. And Cirilli tried to clear it but couldn't. Power play time is over. And we're back to even strength hockey. 6-man cluster. Comes away for a shot by Zemberg, and it is stopped. Sherman from distance, his shot was blocked. Zemberg down in the corner. Taken off the play by Kurgis. Now Kurgis pitchforks it back out the center. Past the stick of Travis Hamilton. Skated in by Kurgis, but offside. That a little disruption just outside of the offensive zone was enough for offside to be called with 6:49 to play in the third period. 7-5 Flyers. Kurgis and Davies for the face-off just outside of the Whaler zone. Controlled by Cirilli at the red line. Floats it back in. Travis Hamilton in the skate race. Gets to the puck and filters it ahead. It goes all the way down and it will roll down for icing. That stops things with 6:33 to go. Coming up next Friday, we shift our coverage up to the Aerodrome in a rematch of last season's Justice Cup final as the Woodlands Highlanders host the College Station Thunder. Our coverage will begin at 7 right here on the Legacy Sports Network. The Woodlands under first-year head coach Chase Wilkinson turned in his stripes. Long shot deflected just wide to the left of Liam Dumont. Park controls. Below the goal line. Park forced to the right wing. Works it in deep. Mundy, the Park, fires his shot from a tough angle. It's blocked, and it comes out to center ice. Played with a high stick, but no whistle. Luo flops it in. Here's Davies. Tough wrist shot off a tough angle, and Cirilli with the block in front of his goaltender. Played through the crease from behind the goal. And they let ahead. Here's Park skating in on a breakaway. Park for 5 goals. No! Denied with a penalty for a hook. And PFC will head back to the man advantage. Travis Hamilton takes the penalty. That is just his 3rd of the season. At 9:17 of this third period, Mr. Electric power play for PFC. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Oh, they score! Short-handed in a skate race. And it's Tremblay who cuts the deficit to 6. It was a skate race. And it was just a harmless play. It didn't even look like he even got a shot off, and it just seemed to get past Mason Bates. A shorthanded goal for Memorial West. That is their 4th of the season. Seven to 6 at 9:29. 1:45 of power play time remaining. As things have gotten some anxious moments settling in for PFC. They led this game once by a 7-4 margin. Now they lead 7-6 with 5:10 to go in tonight's game. Jennings on the power play, on right wing, gains the zone, and he's washed out by Evan Shee. Comes back to the half boards, Jenna. He is checked down by Tremblay. She couldn't clear the zone. Long shot by Hayes, floats over the catching glove, over the crossbar of Liam Dumont. Whipped around on the opposite side. Hayes battling with Oliver Dumont. Hayes behind the net. To Jennings in front, shot, oh, off the post. Would have given the Flyers a 2-goal lead. At least get it back to a little bit of insurance. 40 seconds to go on the Flyer power play, which is brought to you by Mr. Electric. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. She, middle of the ice, skating from right to left on the shorthand. She shoots, and a stick save made by Bates as the puck deflects out of the rink. 4:11 to play in regulation. 28 seconds to go on the penalty to Travis Hamilton. Face-off remains in the Flyer zone with 28 ticks to go on the Whaler man advantage. Check it, the PFC man advantage. Here's Hayes. Mundy. Ahead for Kurgis. Number 7. Long shot save. Dumont. Over 11 minutes gone by. 3:58 to go. 15 seconds remaining on the Flyer power play. They've seen a 7-4 lead. Chip down to 7-6, and they score on the power play. Noam Kurgis. Robert Kurgis with the goal. 8-6. First goal of the game for Kurgis. It's a power play marker. 7th goal of the season for one of the seniors, celebrated tonight on PSC's senior night. 2-goal lead restored. Kurgis wins the faceoff, looking for more. Myers, hassled from behind by Kurgis, works it out to center ice. Skated ahead, Tremblay gains the zone, chopped down. That's going to be a trip, and the Whalers are headed back to the power play. Opportunity for the Whalers to get one back as Cromer is off. 11:23, the time of the penalty. Whalers lose the handle. Jennings skates in on the shorthand. Seth Jennings puts on the brakes, looking for a centering feed, but nobody was home, and besides, that feed was blocked anyway. Dumont trying to get it rink wide to Sherman. PFC on the shorthand, kept alive in the offensive zone by Lyle Otting. Now PFC will skate it out to center ice, and they will kill precious time. Mayo, Lyle Otting, right wing, pitches it in. 3 minutes to go here in Sugar Land. Travis Hamilton has it at right defense. Davies skates it in, past Cirilli, shoots it wide. Otting clears. Here's Tremblay. 1 minute gone by on the power play. Travis Hamilton skates it in, right wing side. Forced wide by Cirilli. Centers. That ricochets off of one of the Flyers' skates. Chizoff leads it ahead to Jennings on the shorthand. Try to flip it past Tremblay, and then a diving effort. He ends up shooting it by sliding his stick on the ice just wide of Dumont. Shot in wide by Mayo. Memorial West with 35 seconds to go on their power play. Established the zone. Sherman shoots, deflected wide. Slapped out of the zone by PFC. Onto the stick of Tremblay. 2 minutes to go. 2-goal lead for the Flyers. Tremblay had to wait for teammates to tag up. Sherman had no one to go to. Loses it in the slot. And then it is played out and all the way down and cleared.
Go! Keep moving.
1:45 to go. 5 seconds to go on the Whaler power play. Travis Hamilton hassled from behind and ends up going onto the stick of Sherman, who shoots from distance. Save. Bates gives up a rebound, and that one is shot wide. Power play is over, and here comes PFC fully staffed. Planton in the corner. 1:15 to go. He is checked, and Tremblay is going to go off. Head contact. Well, that effectively will do it.
Give me Corky! You can't do that! Yeah, you're in jail now, bud.
Tremblay with 2 goals tonight, but he takes an ill-timed penalty, and now he's going to be joined by Kyle Hamilton, likely a misconduct. Mr. Electric power play for what could be the rest of this game. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Tremblay off for 2 minutes for head contact. Trencis shoots wide from the blue line as he teed one up. Gertie couldn't hold the zone. 1 minute to go here in a very exciting South Division game between 3rd place PFC and 4th place Memorial West. The Whalers had a 3-1 lead after 1, and they've never been able to get the lead back as Park skates in offside. Memorial West had a 3-1 lead after 1. They were down 7-5 after 2. And only 2 goals have been scored in this 3rd period. 47.6 seconds to go. Face off at center ice outside the Whalers zone. Chipped ahead on the right wing side by Davies. Tough angle shot, went through the crease. 35 seconds to go. 1:20 of power play time remaining for PFC. They have a 2-goal lead, looking for more. If they can play it close to the vest. But here comes Sherman now, skating in on the shorthand. A backhander and a great save by Bates. Oh, what a save by Mason Bates. Davies checking the Flyers along the end boards as they try to just keep the puck pinned there to kill the rest of this time off. They're whacking at it at the side of the net. And finally, Bates gets a whistle with 5 seconds to go. Oh, and they celebrate and hug their goaltender, even though the game isn't over. Perhaps we have an injured player. It looks like we do. Maybe, is it an injury or is it a skate blade? I think it might be Gertie's skate blade. Likely just one more drop of the puck and this one will be over. Face off to the left of Bates. It's won by PFC, slapped around the boards. And the Pearland Friendswood Flyers even up the season series against their opponents tonight with a come-from-behind 8-6 victory to improve their record to 9-7-0, dropping Memorial West to 5-10-1. Back to wrap it all up after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, Don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network. Building a legacy, one game at a time.
Michael Silver's back with you. Post-game coverage. Very exciting game here at the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center tonight as PFC pulls off the 8-6 victory. Season-high 3-game winning streak now for head coach Christopher Gertie and the Flyers. The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. Joseph Park scored 4 goals in this game. 3 of them came within the first minute of the second period when PFC came out of the first period down 3-1. He got them to a 4-3 lead on goals at 21 seconds. Then 12 seconds later at 33 seconds, followed by the natural hat trick 16 seconds later. 21, 33, and 49 seconds. The time of the goals scored inside the first minute by Joseph Park, which gave PSC a 4-3 lead. It was tied by Davies at 5-4, and then PFC scored what would end up being the game-winning goal by Chizoff at 10 minutes of the second period to take the lead, in which they would never relinquish to win 8-6. Coming up next Friday, our coverage shifts to the Aerodrome in a rematch of last season's Justice Cup final as the Woodlands Highlanders host the College Station Thunder. Our coverage will begin at 7 right here on the Legacy Sports Network. And be sure to check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for LSN Hockey Archives. On-demand listening to coverage of this season and from seasons gone by. That's LSN Hockey Archives on YouTube. So until next week, for our entire LSN crew, this is Michael Silvers wishing you good night from Sugarland.